One more game, you say?
And I am to begin. What's fun until it gets weird?
I should probably have saved this, but we'll see.
I've got some really good answers to this one. It's such a shame that I'm the star, but it's always the way, isn't it?
Yeah, of course.
I can't wait to use this one just because of Fagin.
I'll wait till he's Azar.
What's fun until it gets weird? Daddy issues! Also, 2 midgets shitting into a bucket. Also lactation. And also glory holes. I think 2 midgets shitting into a bucket starts weird.
Also, I don't think daddy issues are ever fun.
Yeah, I'm going with lactation.
Hagen's got his first point!
Well, she'll probably let you get her drunk pretty easy, so it might start out fun.
In the beginning, there was, and the Lord said, "Let there be."
Perfect.
I've got a good answer. I want to put something in, but I might have to save it now.
I'm sorry, I had to play these. I just had to.
Can we load the chat somehow? Just a bit. No,
There's not much point to doing so.
I know.
Can we do what?
Can you lower the chat window, presumably to make the cards bigger, but there's not really much point.
Mine's terrible.
In the beginning, there was German dungeon porn, and the Lord said, "Let there be Eastern European turbo folk music."
Oh God,
In the
no.
beginning, there was some kind of bird man, and the Lord said, "Let there be a visually arresting turtleneck." In the beginning, there was the basic suffering that pervades all of existence, and the Lord said, "Let there be free samples." In the beginning, there was God, and the Lord said, "Let there be Santa Claus."
I think
Yeah.
I just like that answer, actually, as it turns out.
I think it's
Free
compared
samples.
to.
Yeah.
Suffering.
Come on, you know you wanted German dungeon porn with Eastern European turbo folk music in the background.
You do not want European turbo folk music in the background.
You do.
No, you don't.
You do. You want it every day.
You
of
do
your waking
not
life.
want it. You will never want it.
Okay. So what's the steps, Egan? Give us the steps.
I don't know. You have to give me the choice.
Well, you gotta read it out first.
Yeah.
Step 1, blank.
That might be
Step 2, blank. Step 3, profit.
I feel like I'm talking about Shadowhawk.
Oh, darn you, sir.
Step 1, explosive decompression. Step 2, party poopers. Step 3, profit.
What?
I have
think
no
I'm
idea.
I'm just reading my own cards.
That's just telling us all what your cards are, though.
Yeah, so now we're not going to give you any points.
Ah.
Not in those answers, anyway.
Step 1, eating an entire snowman. Step 2, the heart of a child. Step 3, profit. Step 1, bouncing up and down. Step 2, developing secondary sex characteristics. Step 3, profit.
Boob jiggle, Egan. The boob jiggle.
Step 1, Justin Bieber. Step 2, a pile of squirming bodies. Step 3, profit. Actually, that would be quite a profit.
That's what's happening, let's be honest.
Step 1, fun and interesting facts about rocks. Step 2, failing the, the Turing test. Step 3, profit. This one's the
A few
most
steps have been
realistic.
missed by that one.
Yeah.
Yay! A few steps were missed in the Turing test, but you were getting there.
If you had to describe me, the card czar, using only one of the cards in your hand, which would it be? And actually, the card says, if you had to describe me, the card czar, using only one of the cards in your heart, which one would it be?
Well, that's for Shadow to know and the rest of us to find out, I guess.
I've got no acceptable answers, unfortunately.
I think I found the only.
Peep in my window.
I found the only appropriate one.
I have no good answers. I wish I had exactly what you'd expect.
So, someone would describe me as exactly what you'd expect. Someone would describe me as Mall Santa. Someone would describe me as Domino's Oreo dessert pizza.
Oh, I wish it was that one.
Yeah.
Someone would describe me as inappropriate yelling.
Well, in this game, yes.
I agree with the dessert pizza.
Hooray!
Yay!
Yay! Who thought I was exactly what you'd expect?
Dylan.
When you get right down to it, blank is just blank. Oh, I had a reasonable one here, I think. I've got two good answers, and I'm just waiting for a time to be able to use either of them.
Mine
If this makes much sense, but we'll go with it.
When you get right down to it, the Force is just advice from a wise old black man. When you get right down to it, all you can eat shrimp for $4.99 is just Stephen Hawking talking dirty. When you get right down to it, mad hacky sack skills is just masturbation. And when you get right down to it, grammar is just a really defective condom.
Yay! Tossing balls around.
When I'm in prison, I'll have what smuggled in. But they'll never catch me, you see? Ha-ha!
I think this is the one, though it doesn't make sense in context or out of context, and I should probably save it for something else.
I just got the perfect one.
When I'm in prison, I'll have Uranus smuggled in. I'll also have Mr. Snuffleupagus smuggled in. And some quiche. I really fancy a good quiche right now. Also, a really cool hat. I want a really cool hat.
Yeah, I would too.
Put your quiche in.
I don't like quiche.
I like quiche.
Quiche doesn't taste of anything. Quiche would be nice if it
Properly
was
made
properly.
quiches are nice.
Quiche tastes exactly like what you put in the quiche.
Wake up, America. Chris is under attack by secular liberals and their...
I've channeled Futurama here.
I'm channeled just because I know who the people saying that are.
Okay.
This kind of work.
Wake up, America. Chris is under attack by secular liberals and their flying robots that kill people. And they're crippling social anxiety. And they're doing it in the butt. And they're doing the right thing.
Well, I guess doing it in the butt's what Dylan's all about.
Quite so.
And cool hats.
A successful job interview begins with a firm handshake and ends with...
This is where the sad hand job one would have worked.
Yeah. Still, I have a good answer. It could have ended some other way, which I had in my hand actually, but we'll go with that for now.
Got a good one for that.
This is only if you're interfering for the white.
For a white what?
The white time at the white place.
A successful job interview begins with a firm handshake and ends with demonic possession. A successful job interview begins with a firm handshake and ends with interspecies marriage. A successful job interview begins with a firm handshake and ends with poor life choices. A successful job interview begins with a firm handshake and ends with achieving reproductive success.
I was going to say, until you stumbled there, I thought somebody had a speed up button on you through the middle of that.
You did say achieving quite quickly. Achieving. It's like you hit fast forward and he jammed.
Yeah, clearly. You must be an old VHS tape.
Yeah, I think this is the most realistic one.
Demonic possession. Your soul is mine.
Link. Awesome in theory, kind of a mess in practice.
This sounds like something they would do.
I'm just making a point of whatever the last card is to throw in there these days.
Panty raids. Awesome in theory, kind of a mess in practice. Firing a rifle into the air.
I'd say that's not
The
necessarily
favorite
awesome in
one-
theory. Well, we've had us any breakdown for the session.
Okay.
Well, balls deep in a squealing hog. Awesome in theory, kind of a mess in practice.
I don't
think the other two are going to get a look in. Or if they do, which he's going to time out first.
Oh, Lordy. I'm just gonna click one.
Enormous Scandinavian woman. Awesome in theory, kind of a mess in practice. Evolving a labyrinth vagina, awesome in theory, kind of a mess in practice.
Firing
You should have
the
had
rifle.
yelling yeehaw in there as well. Yeehaw! Bang,
As
bang.
king, how will I keep the lowly peasants in line?
It's just
The last card I picked up
correct.
for this is probably an okay answer. I will keep the peasants in line with Euphoria by Calvin Klein. With ribs so good they transcend race and class. By prancing! And with explosive decompression.
Yep. That one just had to go because it was likely the true answer.
Darn it, he knows how I would rule my subjects.
In an attempt to recreate conditions just after the Big Bang, physicists at the LHC are observing collisions between what and what?
I don't know why it's funny, it just seems like a possible thing they might try.
They
Or
try
that somebody,
anything
or that some, or that
with a
some.
Large Hadron Collider, they'll try anything.
I have no idea why I put this in. It just kind of sounded some way.
Physicists at the Large Hadron Collider are observing collisions between the secret formula for ultimate female satisfaction and not wearing pants, black people and not giving a shit about the third world, collisions between Texas and Italians, collisions between the boners of the elderly and the clitoris. Hmm.
Want us to put in our 2 cents?
No. We'll put 3 cents in.
Oh.
I mean, it's almost like
That's
10.
just the most wrong.
Yeah, clearly.
Yes. How am I maintaining my relationship status?
Okay.
I like this one.
How am I telling my relationship status? By moderate to severe joint pain, 72 virgins, passive aggressive post-it notes, and a Cassie antelope.
All hail the post-it notes of doom.
Post-it
And ever
notes
since
win every
they
time.
created
They do.
Facebook, it's not completely untrue.
That's because post-it notes are amazing.
My life is ruled by a vicious cycle of blank and blank. Ramsey. My life is ruled by vicious cycles of poor people and consensual sex. My life is ruled by a vicious cycle of being knowledgeable in a narrow domain that nobody understands or cares about, and eating an albino. My life is ruled by a vicious cycle of a sassy black woman and all my friends dying. My life is ruled by a vicious cycle of insufficient serotonin. Serotonin and full frontal nudity.
To be honest, the second one sounds like that's probably true of Hagen.
Yes.
The fact that he just admitted that yes means
Yes.
stop doing
How
that
many
to
people have you
albinos, it's
eaten?
rule.
Yeah.
The first one was correct, the second one was ridiculous.
Blank. There's an app for that.
The sad fact is there almost certainly is.
Making sex editor. There's an app for that. Asians who aren't good at math. There's an app for that. Tasteful side boob. There's an app for that. Mecha Hitler. There's an app for that.
And almost certainly in all 4 cases there are.
Yeah.
Just the wording is funny.
It had to be Hagen, didn't it?
Of course it did.
Making.
If you need him to, Remy Danton can pull some strings and get you blank. But it'll cost you.
I don't know who that is.
Neither do
You
I.
don't need to.
Nope.
He can get you things, though.
Bit of a throwaway, but whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, your throwaways on my saw round. God darn you people.
I don't know who it's talking about, though.
It doesn't matter, really.
Remy Denson can pull some strings and get you foreskin. But it'll cost you. He can also get you some jizz. It'll cost you. How about some Viagra? Won't cost you that much. Come on.
It's a character.
Come on,
in
I'll give
House
you
of
John
Cards.
Wilkes Booth. It'll cost you nothing. That would amuse me the most saying it, so I'm going to go with that.
I had the most fun reading that one. Therefore,
Yeah.
that one wins. Yes. So, what am I giving up for Lent?
I always approve of giving this up for Lent.
This would be a good one to
So, for this year, apparently for Lent, I am giving up erectile dysfunction, Kim Jong-il, child support payments, and landmines.
Yeah.
Well, I always give up landmines for Lent.
Just make up for it with double landmines immediately following.
Oh,
The one
exactly.
thing you enjoy the most, baby.
In the distant future, historians will agree that marked the beginning of America's decline. This objective historians will agree that an all-major production of Shakespeare's Richard III marked the beginning of America's decline. Party poopers marked the America's decline. William Shatner marked the beginning of America's decline. And menstrual rage marked the beginning of America's decline.
Yay! We like
I
our
like the William
points.
Shatner one.
William
Yeah,
Shatner
yeah,
was
but-
really good.
He's also Canadian.
The class. Oh, the class field trip was completely ruined by.
This would
Was
ruin
about to say-
any class field trip.
I was about to say the classy field trip, but that
It could have been classy, but it would still have ruined it.
Yeah, I'm not that happy with this one, but we'll see.
The class field trip was completely ruined by sharing needles. The class field trip was completely ruined by a mime having a stroke.
I wouldn't ruin it. That'd make it the best class trip ever.
Yes, less mimes in the world.
The class field trip was completely ruined by damn titties.
I don't see them ruining it either.
Especially not if they were teenage boys.
The class field trip was completely ruined by drinking responsibly.
That would ruin a class trip.
Yay! Glad you agree.
Well, because it's realistic.
Yeah, I know on our trips the teachers never drank responsibly.
In M. Night Shyamalan's new movie, Bruce Willis discovers that blank had really been blank all along.
Okay, I'm getting rid of 2 bad cards here, I think.
Pretty much, yeah.
I'm not sure it's actually taking my second card up, but
It has shown 4 cards, so
okay.
In M. Night
Apparently it's
Shyamalan's
kept
new
me the
movie,
card I've used, which is interesting.
Bruce Willis discovers that a man who is so cool that he rides on a motorcycle had really been Sarah Palin all along. Bruce Willis discovers that Sean Penn had really been passing a kidney stone all along. Bruce Willis discovers that an inability to form meaningful relationships had really been giving 110% all along. Bruce Willis discovers that the invisible hand had really been the power of the dark side all along.
It makes sense in the movie.
It probably does. But only in the movie.
Yeah.
Sarah Palin. Ah.
but that's the one you laughed at the least.
What's a
It's
girl's
funny,
best
though.
friend?
Oh boy.
Well, that probably would count. The biggest blackest dick is definitely a girl's best friend. Unrelenting genital punishment is probably not. Catapults, I suppose. I don't think my machete's going to count, so we're just going to go there. But what do I know?
Do not fuck with me. I am literally blank right now. I also drew a really good card for this, as I went when I became the card czar. Hooray!
Me too.
Do not fuck with me. I'm literally gift wrapping a live hamster right now. I'm also literally farting and walking away. I'm also literally Hulk Hogan right now. I'm also literally repression right now.
Oh, the
Yay,
hamster.
hamster!
Oh.
Match point.
Oh.
Shadow's got the moves.
I do have the moves.
What's that smell?
What isn't that smell?
Mine's very realistic.
So is mine.
What does that smell? Friction. A bucket of fish heads, Dorito breath, or homeless people.
Oh, what is it? You're in college. You should know. There you go. It's fish heads.
Always bucket of fish heads. We're always leaving those things out.
Yeah, clearly.
Our relationship is strictly professional. Let's not complicate things with.
This would certainly complicate things.
This would probably confuse things. Yeah. Yeah, Debbie's cracking.
There's this tension, and what are the crazy people gonna make me say next?
The crazy people are going to make you say lots of interesting things.
Our relationship is strictly professional. Let's not complicate things with a middle-aged man on roller skates. Our relationship is strictly professional. Let's not complicate things with oil.
Well, say it
relationship-
properly. It's got an exclamation point.
Oil!
Our relationship is strictly professional. Let's not complicate things with oil.
There you go.
Our relationship is strictly professional. Let's not complicate lots and lots of abortions. Our relationship is strictly professional. Let's not complicate things with the unbelievable world of mushrooms.
The unbelievable world of mushrooms.
Winner is me! With a middle-aged man on roller skates who I've drawn twice and have found appropriate places for both times.
Yes.